Recorded Books and One-Click Digital present Wars of the Roses, Margaret of Anjou, by Conn Iggulden. Narrated by John Curless. Prologue. Vicomte Michel Gascoigne was certainly not a spy. He would have scorned the name if he had heard it used of him. Of course, it went without saying that the French ambassador to the English court would report anything of interest to his monarch on his return. It was also true that Vicomte Gascoigne had considerable experience in the royal palaces of Europe as well as the field of war. He knew what King Charles of France might want to know, and, with that in mind, Vicomte Gascoigne took careful note of all that went on around him, little though it was. Spies were grubby, low-born men, given to hiding in doorways and hissing secret passwords at each other. Vicomte Gascoigne, d'un autre côté, on the other hand, as the English said, was a gentleman of France, as far above such things as the sun above the earth. Those and similar thoughts were all he had to amuse him in his idle hours. He was certain to mention to King Charles how he had been ignored for 3 full days, left to kick his heels in a sumptuous chamber in the Palace of Westminster. The servants sent to attend his person weren't even well washed, he had noticed, though they came promptly enough. One of them positively reeked of horse and urine, as if he found his usual employment in the royal stables. Still, it was true Gascoigne's bodily needs were met, even if his ambassadorial ones weren't. Each day began with his own retainers dressing him in the most gorgeous raiments and cloaks he possessed, choosing them from among the garments pressed into the enormous trunks he had brought from France. He hadn't yet been forced to repeat a combination of colours, and if he had overheard one of the English scullions refer to him as the French peacock, it bothered him not at all. Bright colours raised his mood, and he had precious little else to while away the time. He didn't like to think of the food they set out for him. It was clear enough that they had engaged a French cook, equally as clear that the man had no love of his countrymen. Gascoigne shuddered at the thought of some of the flaccid things that had appeared at his table.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?